Hello, everyone. In the midst of hunger that is going on, in the midst of protests that are going on, in the midst of suffering that are going on, in the midst of all the things that Nigerians have had to endure, have to go through, they being told that they should tighten their belt. There are policies. Tinubu is making policies that this way everybody has to sacrifice, but it seems as if the sacrifice is only meant for the masses, the poor people, but not those who are elected into office, or those that are appointed into office. This year is now taking us to the National Assembly. It's so unbelievable how the National Assembly over the years constantly seem to produce worst set of members of the National Assembly every subsequent, like worse than the previous one. That's what we've been seeing in the last over a decade and more. And it's really tiring. It's really worrisome. You struggle. New set of people come in where you think, okay, let's even begin to get things right. No, instead you're plunging more and more backward. It's just crazy. This is an exclusive that Sahara reporters have here. They said National Assembly leaders set to release 40 official SUVs worth 2.8 billion naira to outgoing commissioners of public complaint commission. In this hunger, in this hardship, in this with all the things that Nigerians are having to go through, with the things that Nigerians are going through, this is what they are thinking about. Who then is thinking about the child that is unable to feed, the child that is going to be affected because of the diet that they are having right now? Those ones that have not been fed, the 4.4 million Nigerian children that are facing starvation. What's going to happen to them, that are malnourished? Who is thinking about them? The 550 pregnant women that are also facing, malnourishment. Who is going to take care of them? Yet we have the National Assembly focus on this kind of things, and they expect that people will not be angry. They are looking for protesters, looking for faceless, faceless protests and whatever, sponsors of the protest. All of these shenanigans that they're doing are actually the reason why there are the protests. They are the reason. They are the actual sponsors of this protest. So people like the Senate president, people like the illegitimate president, they are the ones who are the actual sponsors of the protests that are going on, protests to end bad governance, because it is their incompetence and their failure, their wickedness, that has led to citizens who hitherto will never hit the street. We even look at people who are protesting and think that, they don't have work, or they don't know what they're doing. They are now the ones who are actually on the streets and are also, protesting. Coming back to the article on Sahara Reporters, it says checks by Sahara Reporters shows that a unit of Prado Jeep of 2022 model costs between 70 million to 100 million. This means that 40 units of the vehicle is around at least 2.8 billion naira. Amid ongoing concerns about the management of the Nigerian economy under the current administration, which has contributed to significant hardship in the country, the National Assembly leadership is proceeding with plans to allocate 40 Prado Jeep SUVs to outgoing commissioners of the Public Complaints Commission, PCC, Sahara Reporters learned. The development has sparked controversy, with some PCC workers viewing it as a questionable use of resources given the prevailing economic conditions in Nigeria. Checks by okay, I've read that already, so I'm not going to read that. Some staff of the commission who spoke to Sahara Reporters on condition of anonymity revealed that the outgoing commissioners of the commission were appointed into office by former President Muhammadu Buhari in July 2021 for a single term of 3 years. The SUVs were procured for them in 2022 appropriations. After using the vehicles for barely 2 years, the vehicles are being onboarded to them at paltry 5 million naira. Lamenting the development, And I know this is something that government does a lot. Like there are people when they are going, they'll sell these vehicles to them that they have been using, and then they get new ones. And I totally understand why they would want to do why they would want to do so, in terms of the people that have served, give them something as they are going. Although 3 years, for those who are on 3 years appointment, it's a bit too short. But at least for those who have like maybe 5 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years and above, I could literally understand that. But now the problem we have now is that we don't have money. There are things that you do when you have money, it doesn't matter. But when you don't have money, you have to cut down on them. Everybody knows this. Even in your own budget, your own personal budget, your own household budget, you do these are adjustments that are made depending on the economic situation that you find yourself in. When there is buoyancy, when there is surplus, yeah, it doesn't matter. You can give them this vehicle, you can easily replace. Well, excuse me. But when there's hardship, you can't just be doing the things that you need to do before. You need to cut your coat according to your size. You need to reduce the expenses. And that's one of the things that, the Nigerian government, led by the illegitimate president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the former governor of Lagos State, has constantly refused to do. Rather, they continue to spend anyhow. And this one, most especially, is on the National Assembly, the Senate and the House of Representatives. The Speaker, the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, has really not been, has been an absolute and utter failure. That's just what I'm going to say. The source say, talking about wasteful spending, the Public Complaints Commission, an agency under the supervision of the National Assembly, okay, so it's under the National Assembly, no wonder they are involved in it, bought 40 units of SUV for the honorable commissioners in the year 2022. Excuse me. I think I might need to drink water. So sorry about this, but if I continue now, my throat is going to worsen. Apologies. And so one of the things also that you notice, especially for those of us who live in Abuja, if you're looking for the model, as in brand new cars, all these Prados, SUVs and Jeeps, the current year or the previous, the latest, the most, I would say, and please, I can be proven wrong. I will be open to that. I would say like 90% of them are government vehicles. I mean, I have 100 million naira, then I'll go and be buying car. And for real, I'm not. I'd rather go and be building house. That's what I'll do. That's for me. Even this thing that I have at home, the cars, how many years ago? I think like was it 2020? Oh, before 2019. But my 2018, when they started doing all of that increment in price, I went to buy Toyota, what do you call it, Toyota Camry, but I don't even know what is the model that they call it. I just told my husband, I said, I can't be driving this big vehicle that you'll be spending. So because I was spending, even as of that time, I was spending about 70-something thousand per month to fuel my car. I think I used to use was it 17? Yeah, I think I was doing 17.5 per week. That was around 2018, 2019 kind of. Now, like, I can't be using this whole money. That's somebody's salary. So I told my mom that I want to go and buy this small Toyota Tokumbo. Where my husband was like, no. Then he said I shouldn't buy. Honestly, I've never bought a car in my life. Every car that I have is my husband that every car that I drive is my husband that has bought it for me. And then I wanted to just buy it. It was like, no. And so for him, that's how he spots me. The next thing, it was during, was it when I traveled one time and I came back and I saw that he bought one, for me. He didn't want me to buy it with my own money. He wanted to buy it for me himself. And so he bought, and that's what I use. Most times if you see me, except on there, they are just like, because why should I be using petrol? But you see people who, it's not their money, it's government money. You just carry 70 million, 100 million to just go and buy a car like that. Which work did they even do? Anyway, let me come back to this. So, and he said, guess who is approving the on-body of the vehicles at 15 million naira each for this guy? He said the leadership of the National Assembly. Yeah, these things are done. I would appreciate, but right now, because of the consequences, because of the situation that Nigeria finds itself, these are things that we need to begin to do away with. The Senate President and the Right Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives are the ones facilitating the on-body of the vehicles to the Commissioner at 5 million naira each, the source told. The source questioned how a Prado Jeep used for about 2 years could be sold at 5 million naira. According to the source, the House of Representatives Committee on Public Petition, chaired by Honorable Mike Etaba, has repeatedly asked the Honorable Commissioners they should return the vehicles following the petitions from the staff of the Commissioner and civil society organizations against the Commissioners going with the vehicles. He regretted that despite the opposition and outrage, the Honorable Speaker, Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, wants the Commissioner to go away with the vehicles. The source query, do you know the market value of cars in today's economy? They have just recently appointed a new set of 37 commissioners plus the Honorable Chief Commissioner, making 38 in all. And so then they will now have to spend new money to buy the new vehicles that are coming in. But anyway, it went on and on and on to talk about this thing. But hey, that's the Nigeria we find ourselves. Thank you for watching. Bye.